What up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped here everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see Cassie. Get me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have some thong or blue, jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Jesus Christ, superstar. You know that's my part. Y'all know that's my part. I love that part. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Hey. We are here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Yeah, we just left Teacher Project 2.0, where we talked about all things education. If you are not subscribed to Teacher Project 2.0, please go over there and give us a subscription. If you would, hit the notification bell. We are here. Tanya, I think they're going to force me to. I just got off the phone earlier with some of my people, and they were like, you better come. So, Tanya, when I get off here, I'm going to let you know tonight, because I got a meeting tonight. But, yeah, it looks like I'm about 80, I'm going to say 75% yes, Tanya, that I'm probably going to be there this weekend. God. Anyway, but I'm gonna keep you informed, Tanya. I'm gonna let you know. What's up, y'all? What's up? Listen, who called me? Like, who's calling my phone? God. Anyway, we got some things to talk about today, y'all. Listen, the dossier. I need to change that. I don't know why that keeps happening every day. I need to change that. This is the most exhausting day. Isn't Wednesday just like the killer day? Doesn't Wednesday just take everything out of you? Lord. Anyway, the dossier today got some stuff in there. Listen, there's no shortage. I had to stop adding stuff to the dossier. We got a lot of sugar spiky moments this week in the dossier. So I think we did real good yesterday. We went through our sugar spiky moments, got them out the way real fast, and we were able to spend more time on our top stories yesterday. So I'm about to go through our sugar spike moments first again so we can get them out because there's some real spiky moments, y'all. I'm just letting you know up front, okay? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming members of our audience, I now present you your sugar spike moments.
Oh God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And who shall ever believe?
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Listen, I ain't even said hey to y'all. I done just got straight to it. Let me say hi to y'all. Hey, Tracy W, Volvo, Morgan, Lemon Kush, Lil Baby, Tanya, Xavier, Cherise. Hey, y'all. I ain't even said hey to y'all. I just got straight down into it. Anyway, y'all, we're here. What's good, Jay Wash? What's good, bruh? What's good, Jason? Somebody put in the Mod Squad chat that we live, because then they gonna say, "Oh, I mean, not the Mod Squad chat, in the members only chat." Because somebody put in the members only chat that we live, because then the people gonna say, "I ain't tell them that I was live," even though the live was set up and they should have got notifications. But I don't know. Somebody go over there and put that over there, because then they gonna say, "I ain't tell them." God. Anyway, let me put it over there, because Lord knows these people, they be real serious over there in the members only chat. God. Good. Jason just put in the members only chat. I ain't been in the members only chat at all today. I need to go over there. I don't know what they done had going on in the members only chat. I done been working real hard today. So I don't know what we got going on in the members only chat. I'm scared to go over there and see. If you miss a couple hours in the members only chat, you will go back over there and be like, what the hell? I'm telling you, just to ask the people who are in there. You go in there and be like, what the heck? Like the hell? It's not for the faint of heart. Anyway, so in our first story, a Republican, let me read this to y'all, the headline, so I can let y'all digest this before we spike out. Hey, Miss Baythang, what's good, boo? Republican reportedly called child F-bomb that rhymes with bag, then sued news outlet for covering it. A mess. Hey, Quintessential Boo. A nonprofit news site in Wausau, Wisconsin is in danger of going out of business due to a lawsuit brought by a businessman turned politician who was quoted using an anti-gay slur. At the Marathon County Board meeting, August 12th, 2021, board members and citizens were debating a resolution intended to promote diversity and inclusion, the New York Times reported. One of the citizens attending, recycling company owner Corey Tomczyk, referred to a 13-year-old boy as an F-bomb, a witness told Wausau Pilot and Review newspaper. The witness was the boy's mother, and a friend helped her identify Tomczyk. The news site ran a story attributing the slur to Corey Tomczyk. Tomczyk denied using the word and demanded the Pilot and Review newspaper retract the story. When the staff refused, he sued for defamation. A judge dismissed his suit in April, saying Tomchik had not proved he was defamed, but he has appealed, and the suit has already cost the news outlet $150,000 in legal fees. Shireen Seward, the Pilot and Review's founder and editor, told the New York Times she doesn't see how she can continue paying her staff, only 4 people, at the cost of the legal defense. She dreads opening her mail for fear of seeing yet another bill. Quote, those dollars could be going to pay reporters for boots on the ground coverage, not paying legal fees for a lawsuit that appears designed to crush us. End quote, she said. Her site is a key source for local news in Wausau, a central Wisconsin town of about 40,000, where the daily newspaper, the Wausau Daily Herald, has cut back significantly. There has been a trend of politicians, especially Republicans, using defamation law against the media, the New York Times notes. They have ranged from Donald Trump, who has lost several major defamation suits, to local politicians like Corey Tomchik, who was elected to Wisconsin's Senate as a Republican in 2022, the following year. Even when the suits are thrown out, they create a financial burden on media companies. Quote, it would be an affront to freedom of speech and press to allow Mr. Tomchik to continue to impose expense and time on the Wausau Pilot, end quote. And that's according to Rodney Smaller, president of the Vermont Law School. Smaller has represented several media outlets that were sued for defamation. Tomchik would not speak to the New York Times, but his lawyer, Matthew M. Fernhold, said Tomchik was categorically denying that he used the word or any related term at the meeting. I don't need to read any further. Y'all see this fuck shit and fuckery. What's going on, Harold? Listen, late bail today is at 5:40. 5:40 is late bail. So what we have here is this. This man called a 13-year-old boy the F-bomb, right? The newspaper reported on it. He then sues the newspaper for defamation, loses, appeals that, and now there's a second court case in the appellate court. The newspaper done racked up $150,000 in fees, and the lady said, I don't got the money to keep this going. This man knows full well he said it. And what does he get? Not only does he get to basically bankrupt this newspaper, he also was elected to the Wisconsin State Senate afterwards. What's good, Montrez? After you called this 13-year-old boy the F-bomb, took this newspaper that reported on it to court, lost, appealed, got these people tied up in all types of monies with lawyers and litigations, basically done bankrupt this newspaper. And then on top of that, they send you get elected to the Wisconsin State Senate, where now you can go and pass whole laws that, explain away your racism and bigotry. Oh yeah, freedom of the press has been attacked. Here's the deal, Xavier. Many of the major news outlets have been acquiescing and coalescing to the right for a long time. They refuse to cover a whole lot of stories because they bend the knee to a whole lot of Republicans and a whole lot of conservatives. It's a whole goddamn mess. This story about to make me spike the hell out. So let me move on to our next spiky story. I don't know. Listen, this is par for the course. And a small independent newspaper doesn't have the same, legal defense funds like a MSNBC or CNN or they don't have those types of lawyers in their stable. They don't have a stable of lawyers like that to be fighting all kinds of cases and shit like this. This shit is out of order. It's out of control. It's egregious. And I don't even know how we got here. Mind you, we know he's a multi-millionaire because he owns a recycling company. So he got the funds and the money. He already has lawyers in his a stable of lawyers on retainer. Just a mess. Just a mess. Anyway, where am I at? Y'all's president, Joseph Robinette Biden, keeps fumbling the ball on this whole Maui situation, the situation over in Lahaina, where the city of Lahaina was basically turned into a whole goddamn crematorium. He keeps fumbling the ball. Let me read this mess. President Joe Biden addressed the deadly Hawaii wildfires on Tuesday, seemingly forgetting the name of the devastated island ravaged by the infernos while speaking out about federal efforts to support disaster relief during the tragedy. Sources have learned that the death toll has climbed to 106. Sorry, y'all. People keep calling my phone. Sources have learned that the death toll has climbed to 106, a heartbreaking revelation as the community sifts through the charred remains of their homes and businesses amid rescue efforts. Here's what Biden said. I apologize because I try very hard to keep my speeches between 15 and 18 minutes, but I got to talk a little bit about Hawaii. The Army helicopters helped fire suppression efforts on the Big Island because there's still some burning on the Big Island. Not the one where you see on the television all the time. In the immediate aftermath, the Coast Guard and Navy supported maritime searches and rescue operations. Let me read that again because I messed that up a little bit because I want y'all to get the context of what he said. He said, quote, the Army helicopters helped fire suppression efforts on the Big Island because there's still some burning on the Big Island. Not the one where you see on the television all the time. That's what he said. Let me let y'all hear it for yourself. Hold on. Hold your line. Hold on, y'all. Let me let y'all hear it for yourself.
Deadliest wildfire in more than 100 years. Whole city destroyed. Generations of native Hawaiian history turned into ruin. I immediately approved the governor's request for expedited major disaster declaration. That's a fancy word of saying whatever you need. Yeah. I've ordered all available federal assets on the island to assist local crews, including the U.S. Coast Guard, the Navy 3rd Fleet, and the U.S. Army. Almost 500 federal personnel have been deployed to Maui. Communities and survivors get back on their feet. Thoughts and prayers with the people of Hawaii. Not just our prayers. Every asset.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think that's the clip. I'm sorry.
We'll be there in Maui.
Yeah, that's not the clip. That's not the clip. We talked about that yesterday. That's not the clip. I apologize. That's what we read yesterday. But back to my point. Dude don't even know the name of the goddamn island. Like Joseph Robinette Biden, get your whole life in order. Most speeches, I would say 95% of the speeches that presidents give are pre-written. You ain't have nobody to whisper in your ear, hey, it's Maui. When you get over there, the city's name is Lahaina, and the island that it's on is Maui. Not you saying, oh yeah, the one you see on TV. Not the Big Island. Yeah, no, not the one that you see on TV all the time that's burning. Not that one. The other one. What? Oh, but it gets better because you thought that. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. It gets better. So apparently, y'all's president, Joseph Robinette Biden, has in all of his graciousness approved this. Let me read this to you. FEMA notes applicants can be approved for a one-time immediate payment of $700 for critical needs assistance to cover the cost of food, water, first aid, and medical supplies. More than 3,000 people have registered for the federal assistance since the disaster has happened. Somebody multiply $700 by 3,000. Is that something like 2.1 million? Is that something? I think that's what that is. 700 multiplied by 3,000. Is that like 2.1 million? I'm gonna say it's like 2.1 million, right? Or maybe 210,000. It's either 2.1 million or 210,000. Somebody do that math real fast. But my point is, sir, hey doll baby, dear one, love bug. It's disrespectful for you to tell somebody that my whole life is 2.1 million. Thank you. My whole life has been burned to the goddamn ground. Thank you, Jay Wash. Thank you, Montrez. And you're offering me $700. What the fuck is $700 going to do for me? And everything I've owned and my family has owned has been burned to the ground. What the fuck is $700 going to do for me? Because if you ask me, 2.1 million ain't even a drop in the bucket. You should be given a couple hundred billion with a B. How about 210 billion? Because you said way more than 210 billion has been sent over to Ukraine, a whole nother country on the other side of the world that's fighting, and we ain't got shit to do with it. You sent these people hundreds of billions of dollars, and your stinking ass got the nerve to get on a goddamn podium and announce, like you're proud of it, that you giving people $700. One time $700. You fucking kidding me? But these are the same people who are looking for you to vote for them, right? This is the same guy who in a couple months is going to be trying to solicit your votes. Make it make sense, people. Just make it make sense. Like, I know it's in the hundreds of billions of dollars. I'm sure I can look it up real fast. How much has the U.S. sent to Ukraine? According to the Googles, $113 billion in aid. And it's I'm sorry, according to AP News, yes. $113 billion with a B. They are also, they just approved a couple more billion to go over there. So yeah, we got all this smoking money. Oh yeah. A mess. Like you think you doing something. Oh yeah, 2.1 million. Oh yeah, that's enough. $700. Yeah, take this good $700 and going on with life. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? There are members of Congress sitting in Congress right now that took more than that themselves in PPP loans during COVID, money of which they're never going to have to pay back. But y'all got all of this smoke. Y'all don't want no parts of paying people back student loans. Y'all don't want no parts of helping people through anything. People's whole lives have been burned to the fucking ground. And you got members of Congress sitting right now who took multiple times more than $2.1 million in PPP loans that they will never have to pay back. But you mean to tell me that you're going to give people, citizens of this country, $700 one time and say, yeah, deal with that? And then have the audacity to complain and say, oh, but we're sending, our military there and FEMA and everything there. That's what the fuck our taxes are paying for. I don't know what the fuck y'all mad about. Because when they start announcing the shit that the military is doing over there, they be saying it like we getting on their nerves. Like we bothering them. We sending military over there. What the fuck else y'all want? Are you fucking kidding me? I want y'all to have that same pressure when we get ready to pay the IRS. I want y'all to be trying not to make us pay our taxes next April. They stole Hawaii. They stole Hawaii from these people. $700 can't do nothing for nobody. Nothing. These people's homes, cars, all possessions burned to the ground. $700 doesn't even begin to pay for cleanup. You kidding me? Mr. Pisces, I don't give a shit about Ukraine making cereal if I don't have a goddamn house to have cereal to eat in. I don't have anywhere. These people don't have any fucking where to live. Citizens of your country, people paying the money that you're sending over there, have had their whole lives burned to the ground. These are the people giving you the money that you're sending over there, and their whole lives have been burned to the ground, and you try to explain away why you gave to them other people and can't give me that same smoking energy. No, fuck you and fuck your life. Hell no. There's no explanation. Mr. Pisces, newsflash here. Let me give you a newsflash. Those of us who've lived in this country long enough know full well Hawaii ain't gonna get nowhere near the amount of money that America has sent over there to the Ukraine. There's no way. We done lived here long enough to know this country ain't shit. Please be clear. There is no way that Hawaii will ever get anywhere near. They won't even get anywhere near close to $1 billion, I promise you. Much less hundreds of billions of dollars. You fucking kidding me? This is America we're talking about. All the smoke in the world. Mind you, they just gave I think 80 extra, they put I think 80 extra $1 billion in the defense budget again. Because we just got billions of dollars to, put into that. Sir, what my point, Mr. Pisces, is there's no justification of you sending that amount of money over there, but not spending that same amount of money over here with the citizens to which gave you the money to send over there. There's no amount of justification. There's no explanation. There's no justification. There's nothing that you can tell me that's going to explain away why the people who gave you the money that you're sending over there can't get any of the money that they gave you to send over there. That's just like saying, I don't even need to give you an example of what that's like. The shit just doesn't make fucking sense. You giving all of this money over there. The United States has a GDP of several trillion dollars. Several trillion. They got the money. You know how we know they got the money? Because when Ukraine popped off, they immediately, without thinking, sent billions of dollars. No questions asked. Didn't even try to see what it was. Oh, Russia bothering y'all? Okay, we got you. Here's a few billion to start you off. Don't worry, this is gonna pass through Congress. We got several more where that came from, okay? And you mean your first response to citizens within your own borders is to say, oh, take this $1,700 payment, and girl, we'll see what else we could do after that. We'll see. Just wait around. Where's the sense of urgency? People's lives have been burned to the fucking ground, and you over here twiddling your thumbs, trying to say, let's figure out what's the appropriate amount. You said those bastards billions, no questions asked, off rip. You ain't allocated but 2.1 million to go to the people. I don't want to know how much you're sending in ships and stuff you're sending over there, because you got to send them anyway. I'm talking about money that's going into the pockets of these people that are actually on the ground suffering. There's no explanation. There's none. There's no explanation. There's nothing you can tell me. We've lived here. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Having lived here the entirety of my life, these bastards will not give Hawaii anywhere near the amount of money that they're sending over there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So that explanation sounds really good when you're sitting in your apartments and your homes and in your living rooms that's not burned to the ground. But please be clear, when you are over there and your whole life has been burned to the ground, and you've been paying your taxes year after year after year after year, and these bastards tell you that, oh, take this one-time $700 payment, we'll see what we're gonna do after that. We're gonna take you through this long bureaucratic process where you got to go through weeks and weeks of meetings and filling out paperwork and going to this office and forms and stuff like that, and it'll be next year before you get anything. I'm telling you how this goes. So don't tell me what it's going to do to the market, because guess what? When I'm in Hawaii, the market crashing doesn't matter. My whole fucking life just crashed. Give me the justification, because America has billions of dollars sitting somewhere that it can immediately allocate. That's why this doesn't make sense. Your whole justification doesn't make sense, because America proves all of the time that if need be, they have billions upon billions of dollars that they could scratch a check and get allocated wherever the fuck they wanted to get allocated, unless it's here within the borders and to help the people to which you got the money, from which you got the money. Just the shit just does not make sense. So don't tell me nothing about whatever business dealings they feel they have, whatever market crashes they think was going to happen. Because please be clear, ain't no goddamn cereal coming out of Ukraine like that, and haven't been coming out of Ukraine since the start of this war. Please be clear, the Black Sea has been shut down for a whole long time now. You hear me? The market has not crashed. Matter of fact, we've been seeing market growth since then. The political and unrest going on over there hasn't caused the market to crash. And just like the U.S., who's all the way over here, according to you, has a lot that they need to be responsible for over there. You think the Europeans, you think those countries over in Europe don't have the same, sense of urgency? If the market is the sense of urgency, they have the same sense of urgency. because their markets are dependent on ours. But they're not allocating the same amount that we are. Matter of fact, most of those countries in the immediate vicinity kind of look like, girl, well, we'll wait to see what the U.S. got to get. They got more money than us, girl. Let them get some money. And after they give what they got to get, then we'll come back and give a little change. Girl, we ain't got all that for you. Literally, that's what happened. Whole cities within your country burning to the ground isn't a sense of urgency, then I don't know what is. And I'm not saying don't give the money to Ukraine. Go ahead, give the money to Ukraine for whatever reason you want, but don't give me no bullshit telling me you can't give no money to the people that's living in this country whose whole lives have been turned upside down. I would not accept it. Nope, I would not accept it. You want to give to Ukraine? Fine. Give what you want to give up over there. If you think it's that important, go ahead, my friend. Don't come at me with the fuck shit saying that you ain't got no money for the citizens of this country. In more spiky ass news, Vivek Ramaswamy has said, quote, LGBTQ plus people created tyranny of the minority. Let me read this to you. The LGBTQ plus community is an alphabet soup that has created a tyranny of the minority. Long shot Republican presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy told a pansexual activist who approached him at the Iowa State Fair Saturday. Let me say that for you again. He said the LGBTQ community is an alphabet soup that created a tyranny of the minority. And fucking quote. The activist approached him and asked his opinions on the LGBTQ plus community. He replied, well, I don't think it's one community. He How could it be? Just mashed together an alphabet soup. Trans is fundamentally in tension with gay, if you ask me. But what's your opinion? It's just I'm not going to even read anymore. I just can't. I just can't. He goes on to say, I don't have a negative view of same-sex couples, but I do have a negative view of a tyranny of the minority. So I think that in the name of protecting against the tyranny of the minority, and there are times in this country's history where we have had a tyranny of the minority, we have now, in the name of protecting against tyranny of the majority. Let me read that over. I'm sorry. Well, I don't think it's, well, no, I read that part. I'm sorry. He said, so I think that in the name of protecting against the tyranny of the majority, and there are times in this country's history where we have had a tyranny of the majority. We have now, in the name of protecting against tyranny of the majority, created a tyranny of the minority. I don't even, sir, go the fuck away. Why the fuck are you here, Vivek Ramaswamy? Remember, Vivek Ramaswamy was well, not directly, but indirectly responsible for y'all's boy, Mother Donna Lemon getting fired from CNN. Vivek Ramaswamy is the worst part of everything in the human genome. He's over there with the basket or box of deplorables over there. I don't have time for Vivek Ramaswamy. You have not an Ice Cube's fucking chance in hell of making it to 1600 Pennsylvania Boulevard. Let's be clear. Go away and die slowly. Moving on. Y'all already got me hot. In more spiky news, let me get these out of the way real quick. Over in the great country of Germany, city of Berlin, a Holocaust monument dedicated to LGBTQ plus victims was vandalized. German authorities are investigating whether this There is a connection between two arson attacks that were carried out in central Berlin that targeted three Holocaust memorials. Among the memorials was one dedicated to the LGBTQ plus people who died during the Nazi regime. Saturday morning, arsonists attempted to burn a monument in Berlin Tiergarten dedicated to LGBTQ plus people persecuted under the National Socialist government. An unknown person threw a burning object at the monument in the early hours of Saturday morning with a note containing a modified version of a Bible verse regarding to gay people. The monument, which was erected in 2008, didn't suffer permanent damage. These people have gotten their lives all. What do you want from me? Up to about 15,000 gay men were sent to concentration camps during the Holocaust due to their sexuality. Imprisoned gay men were murdered, castrated, and or used in horrendous medical experiments in concentration camps. At these camps, thousands of lesbians, transgender people, and sex workers were detained under brutal conditions and branded degenerates. I don't need to go on. In more sugar spiky news, because I'm trying to get all these sugar spiky moments out of the way before I lose my goddamn mind. Hey, Monk Chibu. Longtime Wyoming library director fired for refusing to scrap shelves of LGBTQ plus books. After 27 years of working at the Campbell County Public Library in Gillette, Wyoming, the institution's director has been fired over her refusal to strip books from the town's collection. As of late July, Terry Leslie, director of Campbell County Public Library, was terminated from her position. The decision came after the Campbell County Library Board voted 4-1 to fire her. As part of an alliance led by conservative stakeholders, the library board pushed for 2 years to convince Leslie to rid the collection of books that some claimed were inappropriate for kids. However, persuaded by her firm belief that a diverse array of texts makes for a thriving library, Leslie refused. Quote, I believe community is harmed by not having access to a wide variety of information. End quote, she said it to an outlet. She also said she said she believed a library's collection should include a wide variety of material about diverse subjects, including books by and about LGBTQ plus people. And so they fired the lady for it because we just ain't shit in this country. I got one more story. This is not a sugar spike story, but this is a story that is alarming. And so I want to get this out of the way at the end of my sugar spike segment, and then I can bring us up instead of bringing us down. Morgan Freeman is in the news. They are for adults too, Darren Green, but they don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit about that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Friends of actor Morgan Freeman are concerned about his health after nearly 25-pound weight loss. Now listen, Morgan Freeman ain't but that big. Morgan Freeman ain't, that big. So Morgan Freeman losing 25 pounds is caution, reason for caution or an alarm. Listen, we windmill over here from Morgan Freeman. Y'all know one of my favorite movies of all time is Lean on Me, and I will beat a bitch ass about Lean on Me and Morgan Freeman. Friends of Morgan Freeman are concerned about his health. According to Radar Online, the Oscar-winning actor's loved ones worry he is, quote, wasting away at a crisis point in his health due to his roughly 25-pound weight drop. On July 22nd, when he went to Oceana's Sea Change event to receive recognition for his dedication to conservation, he stood out in particular for his haggard appearance. Prior to the Oceana event, the Bruce Almighty actor had to postpone his press tour to the UK for Special Ops Lioness just last month because of a contagious infection from which he has since recovered. An attorney for Morgan Freeman disputed the allegations and called them bogus. The actor was involved in a car accident in 2008, which resulted in him experiencing excruciating shoulder pain and circulation problems that led to him losing almost all use of his left hand. He was later identified as having the chronic condition fibromyalgia. According to another friend, quote, Morgan is still one of the hardest working men in Hollywood, but the poor guy is in incredible pain. It hurts him to walk, get out of a chair, and even just move his arm. He mostly suffers in silence, but he's in agony much of the time. End quote. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm not. Y'all know when these things come out, they really be true. The attorneys and publicists and stuff like that will say, "Oh no, that's not true. Nothing to see here. Ain't nothing to see here." And then a couple goddamn days later, or a week or two later, they end up dead. Listen, I'm not here to lose Morgan Freeman. I'm gonna fight for Morgan Freeman. We will fuck a bitch up by Morgan Freeman right here. We don't fuck off by Morgan Freeman. So when you tell me Morgan Freeman lost 25 pounds and is suffering in silence and is over here in, acute pain, that is reason for alarm. Y'all need to go over there and bubble wrap Morgan Freeman, do whatever y'all need to do, but I'm not ready to lose Morgan Freeman yet. Somebody go over there and get Morgan Freeman. I'm not here for this. Listen, I had already pinned Morgan Freeman in to narrate the biopic they was gonna make on my life. When they make this good biopic about my life, I had already pinned Morgan Freeman to narrate it. Come on. I'm not doing this with y'all. We are not here for anything to happen with the greatness that is Morgan Freeman. Y'all better go on around that, send whatever doctors y'all need to send around there, do whatever y'all need to do. But what we're not here for is we're not here for Morgan Freeman not doing well. We ain't trying to hear that. We ain't trying to hear no parts of that. Let's get to some of the celebrity news. Let's get down to that. Doja Cat is in the news. Listen. Yes, please, Jay Wash, tell the people in the back, please bombard heaven with prayers for the greatness that is Morgan Freeman. I'm just saying. No, I don't mean a docudrama, Xavier. I mean a biopic, meaning as they go from different, because I don't think they can go through the whole story of my life, but they'll go through certain time periods, and as we transition, I picture there to be some narration, or there to be some narrator speaking in the background, narrating all of the scenes, giving all of the inside thoughts in my head in this whole good biopic. Don't judge me on what I see for my biopic. It's mine, not yours. God, Lord, Lord, Jesus. We're not here for Morgan Freeman. We're not going to come in here and talk about Morgan Freeman. I fights about Morgan Freeman. Lord. Doja Cat is in the news. Somebody go get this woman. I'm so sick of Doja Cat. I've never known Morgan Freeman to narrate porn, but okay. Listen, that might be cute for Morgan Freeman to narrate some good porn. Okay. Oh, Morgan, you said you wanted James Earl Jones to narrate your biopic. Okay, I can see it. Right, Morgan Freeman will be my inner voice during the biopic. I'm just saying. God, Xavier, go with me, not against me. You wait till you see who plays your character when we do the biopic. Okay, you just wait till you see who I get to play you in the biopic. Okay, when they do the El Teddy biopic, who is playing? Y'all put that in the chat. Who is playing your character in my biopic? Who you guys slated to play your character in this biopic that they gonna have on my life? I just want to know who you got playing your character. Who? Ooh, ooh, my eyes. James Earl Jones is retired for the right amount of money. He'll come out of retirement. He ain't got to do nothing but sit there and read. I'm just saying we ain't asking him to act. We just asking him to read. They could roll him up in a wheelchair to the mic and have him read. Mm-hmm. God damn it! I dropped. Damn it! I dropped the goddamn top. It's goddamn. I'll find it. Okay, Tracy says she got Taraji playing her. I suggest Brett Gray or Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X. Girl. Xavier girl. Girl. Doja Cat. Xavier. Lil Nas X is not playing you. Okay? Girl. He's gonna be too busy over here servicing my body. Anyway, so Doja Cat feels free. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Doja Cat feels free after losing more than 500,000 Instagram followers after over harsh remarks to fans. Quote, I can reconnect with the people who really matter. End quote. Go to fuck somewhere, Doja Cat. We don't give a fuck what you got going on. You should get Billy Porter. No, Billy Porter will get no parts of my biopic. Please be clear. He will see no parts of it. You won't do that. You would not disrespect my biopic with no fucking Billy Porter. You don't believe that bullshit. You do not believe that. No, ma'am. No, God. V. Carter says Regina Hall or Tracy Ellis Ross. Little baby says, so they were never. Morgan said Regina King. Listen, I don't know. Let me read this. Doja Cat isn't losing any sleep over the people who have decided to stop showing her support. As previously reported last month, Doja Cat, real name Amala Dlamini, found herself at the center of a major controversy over the way she treats her fans. The incident kicked off after the Say So rapper blasted her supporters for referring to themselves as kittens. She said, quote, my fans don't get to name themselves. Shit. If you call yourself a kitten or fucking kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house. End quote. Despite people pulling up old tweets of Doja Cat using the fandom name herself, she stood by her views and continued to call her followers out over the term. After a Twitter user asked the Grammy Award winner to at least say she loves her fans, she replied, quote, I don't though, cuz I don't even know y'all. End quote. She's a fucking mess. I don't even need to read no more. Girl, why are you here? Y'all go ahead and do to her what y'all have done to so many others. Y'all canceling so many people. Go ahead and put her out of her misery. Cancel her ass and let her go find herself a goddamn job some goddamn well. Take money out of that whore's mouth and let her see how she makes it out there. You got all that shit to say, Doja Cat. Take your ass the fuck on. We ain't got this type of time, baby. We don't have it to do. You don't want us to call you. You don't want us to be called. You don't want your fans to be called nothing. Fine. We won't be called nothing because you won't have no fans. I don't even see how Doja Cat even gets to have fans with a certain name. You're not that popular. Well, maybe she is that popular. I don't know. Xavier, is Doja Cat popular enough? Darren, Xavier, y'all in the chat. Is Doja Cat popular enough where she deserves to have a name for her whole fan base? I just want to know. Is she that popular? I mean, girl, girl. I don't care enough about Doja Cat. I can't name you one song by Doja Cat. I don't know that I've ever heard a song by Doja Cat. I don't know that I want to hear any songs by Doja Cat. Okay, Xavier says Doja is stopping her fans from forming a cult of personality. Y'all hate the stands, but when an artist tries to stop them, y'all get mad. I don't care if she wants to stop them or not. My thing about it is when the people called her out for saying you used that term, so don't get mad at us because you the one who was using that term and we, took that term and now we're using it and now you mad at us because we using the term that you used. Girl, you can't have it both ways. Darren says yes, she is. Child, I don't listen. I don't. Doja is the pop icon at the moment. Okay, Doja is being real. Folks are hating the truth. I don't know if she's being real or not, but you can't just be biting the hand that feeds you. Okay, I don't know enough about Doja. Now she says she done lost 500,000 fans. I mean followers and stuff like that. I mean to the Gen Zers, that's a big deal. I can lose all my followers and not give a shit. But to Gen Z, losing 500,000 followers for most artists and most Gen Zers is a catastrophic moment where they're laying in the bed in a fetal position, rocking back and forward, reconsidering life. If the people want to call themselves kittens, let the people call themselves kittens. How is that hurting? If you got that much of a problem with stardom and being, popular like that, then check out, then get out, then delete your social media, don't do no more music, say I am retired, and go get another career. But if you're not in the business of doing that, what the fuck are you complaining about? This is what the fuck you wanted. You don't get into the music career to say, oh, I don't want any fans. I don't want anybody to appreciate my music. I don't want anybody to rock with me like that. I don't want people to feel that good about me that they want to create names for themselves. No, we really don't want that. Come on now. Girl. I don't know if I agree with that little baby because her real fans, who determines who is and is not a real fan? Of course, we know how fans are. They love assigning themselves names for their little cult groups. Right. She was just being outright disrespectful to these people. Girl, child. Like I said this like last week. Who the fuck is down here at the record company helping these people figure out their goddamn musical careers? Because these people are dropping the fucking balls. They don't even have a fucking clue of what the fuck it is to be an artist. There was no need for her to address her fans like this. None at all. Don't you say a goddamn thing about us lambs, Darren. Don't you say a goddamn thing about Mariah. Not a goddamn thing. But us lambs, we're not like you barbs, okay? Darren, we know you're a barb. You barbs over there are certifiable. Just like the beehives, between the beehive and the barbs, both of y'all groups are fucking certifiable. I don't know what the hell they found y'all people at, but y'all are out of order. Completely out of order. You cannot say, I want to be a pop star. I want to be a rap star. I want to be a music artist. I want to have money, fame, and notoriety. I want my people to buy my albums and appreciate my music and then say, well, but I don't want you to like me that much. Oh, but I only want you to like me this much. Don't like me that much. You can't have it both ways. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, boo boo, it's too late. Because I guarantee you could have it the other way. You could be somebody who nobody see it for, and ain't nobody buying your shit, ain't nobody seeing it for you, and you probably would want it, wouldn't like that. Right. Exactly, Tracy. MAGA is in that same box of deplorables as the barbs in the beehive, just like Monique, you know, Monique Samuel's apologists. They're all the same. Monique Samuel apologists, MAGA people, barbs, beehive, they're all interchangeable. Nobody knows the difference. Tracy says, I'm a Gerald Levert fanatic still, but I ain't never act the way these people are acting. They be out of order. I feel like the Candy stands are crazy too. They are. I told y'all most of the YouTubers that cover Real Housewives franchises and reality TV, most of them are a part of that fandom, the Candy Burris apologists. They are. Most of them do all of the explaining away and apologizing for Candy Burris. They find any way they can to make Candy Burris seem like she's the greatest thing on earth. Lord. Beehive and us Monique fans are more logical and more classy based than that. I can't tell. I damn sure can't tell. Anyway, in other good news, Robin Roberts is in the news. So they had a bachelorette party for Robin Roberts today. ABC's Good Morning America viewers were treated to a bachelorette party on Wednesday, that's today, for one of the show's longtime anchors. As Robin Roberts and her fiance Amber Lagan prepare for their upcoming wedding next month, they were treated to a Key West inspired tropical party in the show's Times Square studio in New York. A few of the couple's closest friends and family members attended the celebration. That happened this morning. Listen, are they giving me a bad listen? Let's be clear. It's Good Morning America. This ain't the real bachelorette party. I'm sure her good friends gonna have her a real bachelorette party. But you know what? Hey D, I've been noticing. I've been to a couple bachelor parties and bachelorette parties recently, and it's been with the spouse. Like I've seen couples recently where they want to have a joint bachelor and bachelorette party where the wife and the bride and the groom are both there and their friends are there. Listen, if and when I should ever get married, it will not be joint. Please be clear. It will not be televised. It will not be joint. All phones will be checked at the door. Nobody's gonna know what happens behind the velvet rope and behind the closed and locked door of my bachelor party. My best friend already has uh he already has orders of what we need. Like, if that's the last day of freedom that they gonna have, let these people go out there and do what they want to do. If I'm getting married, don't tell me nothing that happened at the bachelor party. For my spouse, I don't care. You don't want to know? Nope. So don't want to know. Don't want to know. Or they either have it together or they'll send a spy. They'll send somebody from their camp or one of their friends to the spouse's bachelor or bachelorette party, just so they have somebody to spy on it and see what's going on. Girl, no ma'am. I'm gonna have a destination bachelor party. It's gonna be somewhere out of the country on some island somewhere, and it's gonna be a whole lot. We're gonna all get flued out. It's gonna be a small circle of friends, and we're gonna get flued out, and everything that needs to happen will happen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Would you be willing to have your bachelor or bachelorette party televised? Mine, that's an easy question for me because you know they would never televise my bachelor party. Baby, that's not for public consumption. Baby, listen, I don't even think I don't even think Pornhub is even, is even debaucherous enough for what's gonna go down at my good bachelor party. Eh, Shit. Hmm. Child. Girl. Let me get one of my one of the headliners today is Jamar Chase, who who plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay. He's a wide receiver. I believe he's a receiver. He's either a receiver or a DB. I forgot. I think he's the receiver. Yeah, because he was on my fantasy team next year. Wait, really? B already started her live? God. Oh, in 30 minutes. Okay, we got 30 minutes. 30 minutes, y'all. 30 minutes. God. The bachelor party will be on the adults only channel for a good 39.99. We ain't cheap like that. We ain't doing no 39.99. Baby, you gonna pay for this like you pay for a boxing match, 149.99. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we ain't cheap on 39.99. No, ma'am. No, God. You gonna have to pay per this gonna be pay-per-view. Like one of those good old school boxing matches back in the day where people will put their money together and say, okay, everybody chip in $25, and we going and I'm about to fight, and everybody gonna come over here and watch it. That's how it's gonna be. So everybody gonna have to. We it ain't gonna be no for no 39.99, honey. Baby, it might go for 249.99. Get a couple friends, y'all all chip in $25, and then y'all watch it, and then have it on the big screen. And baby, listen, have your rag on this side, your lube on that side, and baby, get ready to go to town. You can have some assorted, sex toys in front of you so you can get one off, watching what ensues. Child. Anyway, so Jamar Chase is in the news because he has gotten a restraining order against his alleged harasser. Let me read this. A judge has granted Jamar Chase's request for a temporary restraining order against his alleged harasser, ordering the woman to stay at least 100 yards away from the football player and his mom. According to court documents, a hearing on the temporary restraining order will become a permanent one. Has been set for September 7th. So they have a temporary restraining order that's supposed to turn into a permanent one. Now, y'all want to see because some of y'all might be saying, L Teddy, what do he look like? And why are the people, so hell bent on why is this woman harassing this young man? Okay, let me see if I can find a picture. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Let me share my screen so y'all can see. Child, so Jeff said he already Googled. He don't even need my assistant. So Jeff said, listen, L Teddy, I've already hit the Googles on this. I don't need your assistance. I went to go find out for myself because I needed to see for myself. Okay. Well, let me help the other people. Okay. All right. All right. Here he go. There he go right there. That's Jamar Chase. He all right. He ain't bad. I mean, hey, I let him get, what he need. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I am here for it. Let me see if we can look up, if we can find his Instagram. Let's see what his Instagram look like. See what his Instagram look like. See if he would make a sexy. See if he would make a sexy Sunday. So here's his Instagram. All right, here's his Instagram. I mean, pretty tame, ain't a whole lot. He all right. But girl, I don't know if I'm over here stalking and harassing him for no having to get temporary restraining orders. Like, girl, he all right. Nah, he ugly now. He cute now, but girl, he ain't worth me getting out. He do look like he do like he carrying though. He do like he carry. He do look like he's carrying. He look like he might be working with a little something. I ain't seen no meat yet, though. Morgan, I ain't seen damn picture with meat. I'm looking. I don't know. He might have some of this. He look like he could be carrying now. I ain't gonna lie. He do look like he could be carrying. He went to LSU. Like he looked like he might be carrying a little something, but I don't know, child. I don't know. None of these pictures have no print or nothing, that directly shows me anything. But is it worth me getting temporary restraining orders? No, ma'am, no God. It ain't worth no temporary restraining order. Girl, get your life. Girl, get your life. It's not worth it. Not Tracy put tomatoes and said boo. Morgan said she let down, child. Baby, they out here getting temporary restraining orders. Let me read this. Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase, one of the best young players in the NFL, is seeking court order. Well, he got the temporary restraining order from a woman he claims is harassing him and his mother. Um, I'm trying to figure out what she did. Okay, here we go. Jamar, this is against some woman named Amber Hunter, who he claims he had a one night stand with. In the documents obtained by TMZ, Jamar claims that her name is Amber Hunter. He claims that Amber Hunter is behind an unhinged and disturbing pattern of harassment aimed at him and his mother, claiming she started threatening them after he refused to continue their relationship after a single night of romance. Jamar says he hooked up with um, Amber way back in July 2021. That's 2 years ago. And she's since tried to damage his brand, reputation, and corporate sponsorships through calculated and ongoing harassment. The NFL All Pro says Amber mainly harasses him on social media, where she posts false statements about him being a deadbeat dad in order to sick her 18,000 followers on him and his mom. Jamal says that they do not have a child together, as Amber claims, and says she posts photos of another person's child to make it seem like they have a kid. Jamar says she's refused to subject the kid to a DNA test. What's more, Jamar claims Amber is spinning a web of lies about being a victim of domestic violence. He says no law enforcement agency has found her to be credible. Jamar says Amber is still ranting about him on social media as recently as today. I'm sorry, no, as recently as this past July, even going so far as to post his and his mother's personal cell phone numbers on Instagram, which he said led to tons of harassing calls and texts. She done doxed this man. Jamar says that this is an ongoing harassment scheme to harm him and negatively impact his NFL career, and he's asking a judge to sign off. Well, the judge signed off on the temporary restraining order. Listen, the woman. Okay, we got this now. We see what's going on here. Let's piece this together like only we can. It was a one night stand. I told y'all look like he's carrying. How can I tell that he's probably carrying? Those people who've been with me long enough know what to look for to know if he's carrying or not. We don't need a print to see if somebody's carrying. We know what to look for to see if he's carrying. He looked like he got something. Okay, he went, knocked it down, spanked her down, jigged her down. Now is this, and she didn't know what to do. She got stigmatized. He didn't want no more parts of her. He wanted to be a one night stand, and mama couldn't take. And now she harassing him. Now is this a case of what's my girl with Zion Williamson, Mariah Mills? I think her name is. Y'all know my girl who I'm obsessed with. I think her name is Mariah Mills. Is this a case of Mariah Mills? Yes and no. She wants to be a Mariah Mills, but mama, you weren't getting paid 6 figures a month. Mama, you weren't getting broke off with the peen on a constant basis. He said he dicked you down one time and told you to be about your way, know your place, and know your role. And ma'am, you did not know your place and know your role. And now you done got stigmatized. You done made up this child. She sounds like a skank because in order for her to say that this child is his, that means she had to probably have sex with somebody in and around the same time. I shouldn't call her a skank. I don't know if she's skankadacious or not, but obviously, according to him, she had sex with somebody else around the same time and is claiming that the baby is his and refuses to get a DNA test and claiming that the man that she's been a victim of domestic violence and everything, and I put the man phone number and his mama phone number. I don't think she put the address, but she did put the phone number on Instagram. Girl, that's doxing. Doxing is illegal. Child, listen. He probably got dick of death, cock of doom over there. Okay, just cock of doom, dick of death, and went and spanked her down, beat her blocks, plunged her womb, and mama couldn't take and was all here. You know when you get a good dicking down and you get dickmatized, and baby, your body just be throbbing, just laying there. When they pull out, you just laying there in ecstasy, throbbing. You don't even know what to do with yourself. It done changed your whole life. And so now she don't even know what to do with herself. And mama done went on. Mariah, I don't know. I ain't got no updates on Mariah. I need to go check with the Zion Williamson and Mariah Mills update. I do need to go check. But baby, he done got a whole temporary restraining order on him. Listen, wait, listen, Jamar Chase, if you know you got dick like that, okay. If you know you got dick like that, you need to be real clear and sure on who you passing it along to. You can't just have any, Instagram thought and groupie that you handing out the ping to, especially if you got meat like that. And then coupled with the meat, you're an a star NFL player who's about to, I think he's still on his first contract. I think he's still on his first contract. So he's about to get that second contract, which is the big contract. Sir, she's trying to, cash in. You're the cash cow. You got money coming in and you got dick of death, cock of doom. Bro, you got to be more selective. Or at least pay somebody on your agent, pay your agent or somebody on the management team or somebody to vet out these skanks before they come there. You can't just be doing, anybody that come up in the DMs or DMing people to do hookups. You're an NFL star. You got a lot of money, a lot of meat, and a lot to lose. So what your ass need to do is have somebody in charge of the girls. Who's in charge of the girls? Who's vetting this out? I'm just saying. What happened, Harold? Is that Chad? Oh, Chad. Yeah, Chad got me. We been saw Chad. That's not Chad. He don't even look like Chad Johnson. You talk about Chad Ochocinco? Yeah, Chad Ochocinco got meat all over the place. You can find Chad meat anywhere. Do a quick Google search. He got meat now. Remember, K. Michelle complained that she wasn't gonna let him rearrange her insides. Said, child, I wanted to let him fuck, but girl, he pulled down his pants and I didn't want my insides rearranged. So I said no. Girl. Dwayne Wade is in the news. So we know he just was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame. He says that people down here to the great state of Florida, the Florida Democrats, are considering him and fellow NBA legend Grant Hill as potential contenders for the U.S. U.S. Senate candidacy in 2024. Trick Scott, I believe, is up for re-election next year. I can't stand Trick Scott. So yeah, I believe it's Rick Scott because Marco Rubio just won last year. against Val Demings. Remember, Marco Rubio was last year against Val Demings, and so Trick Scott is is running for re-election and next year, and they're saying Dwayne Wade and or Grant Hill because the Dems don't have a viable candidate. Now I love Dwayne Wade down, okay. Um, However, this is the problem, Dems. We need viable candidates. We don't know that we know of Dwayne Wade's prowess on the basketball court, and he's a fairly intelligent young man. Let's be clear, but he has no history or track record in politics. Dwayne Wade doesn't even go out there like LeBron James is good for being out there and saying things that become political fodder when certain things come up in the news involving race and things like that. Dwayne Wade was with LeBron James and Chris Paul, and I believe was Carmelo up there with them. They had a whole thing at the ESPYS right after summer of 2020. With no, that wasn't after Black Lives Matter. Was that after Trayvon Martin? I think it was after Trayvon Martin that they did a thing and they were up on stage and they did this whole thing about black men, and stuff like that. But first of all, in the great state of Florida, first of all, he moved out of Florida. Now, does he still have the house? From what I understand, he still does own that house. He has not sold his house. He still does own it, but he and his family have just moved out of the state of Florida. But we're talking Florida, which is now going completely red because of the egregious redistricting by Governor Death sentence. Do you think, after all of the publicity that your family got because of Zaya and Zaya transitioning, do you think Democrats that he has a real chance at it? Grant Hill, maybe I could see. Even if I would just gonna go with you, oh, we want a athlete to be in Congress, Grant Hill maybe, but Dwayne Wade has too much baggage with Zaya, and that may not be fair, but we're just being honest. We need a viable candidate, and I wouldn't even like Grant Hill. We need somebody who's in that arena who can speak to the issues. Now, will it? I've never been a fan of actors, actresses, athletes, entertainers getting into politics because what happens is even if they do end up winning, you just don't know all of their stances and their internal policies, or internal ideologies, I should say, on governmental policies enough. They just haven't been outspoken enough. And by the time they get in the seat, it's too late. And you could have somebody there that goes completely counter to what you thought they were going to be because they haven't been on record about how they feel about a lot of things. Like Dwayne Wade just doesn't speak out on issues a lot of any kind. I just think it doesn't make sense to me. But who the hell am I? Who the hell am I? In other headlining news, do y'all really think Dwayne Wade? I prefer Grant over Dwayne, only over Dwayne because Grant has been a Florida resident longer than Dwayne. Also, Dwayne admittedly said he left because of the state's policy. Wait, I don't know that that's true that Grant has been. I think they came to Florida around the same time. Remember, Grant Hill was with the Pistons, I believe it was, before he got sent down here to Florida. But he has been here longer. Yeah, because he was with Orlando Magic late '90s. I want to say he came to Orlando late '90s, like around the time him and Tamia met and got married was around the time he came here to Florida. So you're probably right, but it wasn't very much longer. Like Dwayne Wade got to Florida in '03. I would say I would give Grant Hill maybe 4 or 5 years before that. So it's around the same 4 or 5 years is not a big difference in terms of who was in Florida first. Um, Also, Dwayne admittedly said he left because of one of the state's policies. Right, because of one of the state's policies on LGBTQ. So he left, and if Dwayne Wade, I agree with that point, little baby. If Dwayne Wade was really serious about politics, you would have stayed and fought it. Now that you're retired, you would be in the news. You would be at press conferences. You would be at rallies. You would be on record speaking out against the atrocities happening in the great state of Florida. And this news, I mean, Dwayne interested. It just doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't say Herschel Walker 2.0. Now that's a bit. Herschel Walker cannot put 3 words together, so that's insulting to Dwayne Wade to put him in the same category as Herschel Walker. We just haven't heard him speak on his issues. Herschel Walker, we just don't want to hear him speak. He can't speak. He's had CTE going on for way too long for him to formulate sentences. Hey, Jay Parrish. So we don't want any parts of Herschel Walker. Let's not, equate him with Herschel Walker. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah. Anyway, so Really B's going to cover this a lot more when she goes live in a little bit. Nene Leakes is in the news. She is being sued over her swag boutique store. They say she owed rent. Let me read this to you. Nene Leakes is being taken to court over her shop swag boutique. Her former landlord says she owes a bunch of money in unpaid rent. According to documents obtained by TMZ, Nene's being sued by her landlord at Sugarloaf Mills, the shopping center where her women's clothing store once stood. The landlord says Leakes first signed a lease agreement back in 2017 and then extended it for another year in 2021. However, the landlord claims she vacated in January of 2022 and the term ended. When the term ended, but never paid off the balance of $22,900 owed under the lease. The landlord allegedly sent Nene a letter last month telling her to pay up to avoid any legal woes, but says she never ponied up the money. So now Nene is being dragged to court, and the landlord wants damages to cover the back rent plus its attorney's fees. For those unaware, the Real Housewife of Atlanta stars swag boutique stores shut down in 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic, and it reportedly wasn't long after finally reopening that she began holding going out of business sales at her multiple locations. Now, where is this Sugar whatever Mills location? Is that the one in DC? Sugarloaf Mills. Where's Sugarloaf Mills? Sugarloaf Mills. Oh, that's the one here in Georgia. Okay, Sugarloaf Mills is the one here in Georgia. It's out in Lawrenceville. Listen, where's she getting the money from? Mama ain't got money rolling in like that, Nene. Nene, I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go, Nene. Because if you ain't paid them people, they gonna get their money. They done took you to court. Now here's how they gonna get over. They gonna get over because they're gonna have a whole stable of attorneys, okay? A whole team of attorneys. They're gonna have 5 or 6 attorneys, okay? By the time they end up with all of the attorneys' fees, baby, you're gonna be owing them $200,000-$300,000, all for $22,000, roughly $23,000 in back pay. Girl, is it worth it? First of all, I don't even know why Nene opened anything because her fashions ain't fashioning. Baby, your looks don't be. It's, if I was a girl, if I was a woman and I wore women's clothing, nothing about what Nene puts on make me go, oh, I need to go buy what Nene, I need to go to Nene's boutique and buy her shit. Girl, she don't even be looking all that good. So it was a stupid idea for her to do that. Now does she have a job anywhere in America? Is the restaurant even still open? Remember, she had that restaurant out there in Duluth, I think it is. Lenithia's, is it still open? That the son was allegedly running. Bryson wasn't running this one. Brent was running this one, I think. The youngest son. Anyway, I just don't know. Oh, so the restaurant's closed, little baby. See, that's what I'm saying. Mama ain't got two nickels to rub against each other. And y'all bothering this woman. She barely got two nickels to rub up against each other. This woman can't pay all this money. I'm just saying. What do y'all want from her? What do y'all want from her? She has nothing else to give. Nothing. Girl, they're gonna take her to the cleaners. By the time this is all said and done, they're gonna say, oh, we raked up $200,000 in lawyer fees. Mind you, half the lawyers, you already told the lawyers, say it costs this much, and let me get a kickback off of that. That's how they broker these lawyer deals. They'll say, oh, the lawyer fees was $300,000, when really the lawyer fees was $150,000. But you and the lawyer have a deal that he's gonna say it's $300,000, and then you're gonna get the kickback of $150,000 in a gift of some sort. I'm just saying. Child, Nene, girl, ain't nobody looking for you. Ain't nobody studying you. Ain't nobody checking for you. Nothing about how you look or what you wear makes us want to be a part of anything you got going on. You and your raggedy ass boutique, girl. You need to go to Carlos King. You need to take your ass to Carlos King and tell Carlos King you need your show real fast. You need some coins. While you was over there having whole interviews, you should have been negotiating a contract for a new show. Baby, you ain't got two nickels to rub up against each other. You better do something. You better do something. Because, baby, they finna take you to the cleaners. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Anyway, in our last story of the day, and I don't need that much time with this. Kiki girl, go sit the fuck down somewhere, Kiki. You and Usher and his herps, allegedly, is around here doing a whole video. Your boyfriend said go with God. So Kiki is gonna be the cover girl in his the leading lady in his video, in Usher's new song, all about him liking some girl, but the boyfriend being mad. I forgot the name of the song. I can't think of it. I ain't really care the name of the song, but it's a mess. Boyfriend said he moved on. Here's what the baby daddy said. We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please other, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals. That's what he said before when he had the whole situation with her before. Baby, he said, listen, I done moved on with my life. Oh, the name of the song is Boyfriend. He said, I ain't got this type of time. Go the fuck with God. Kiki, we had a whole argument on my channel last night during the Housewives thing that I had to explain to Darren and Medusa that Kiki Palmer, I don't care what you say, is not an A-list actress. She's never had a blockbuster hit. In order to be an A-list actress, you have to have a blockbuster hit. She's never had a blockbuster hit. She walks into the room and doesn't command 25 million. Matter of fact, let me go further. A-list actors and actresses don't have to audition. The The directors, the writers, the companies go and say, I want this person. That's who I want for this role. And they pay them 25, 30 million for that role. Kiki Palmer ain't got that going on. Please be clear. She ain't got none of that going on. And that's no disrespect to her. She's had a decent career, but let's not confuse ourselves. She's not a A-list actress. You doing too much. Go sit your ass down somewhere. We don't care. All this you got going on, it was real cute at the time, sweetheart. They was dog walking your baby daddy. But now, girl, you need to be out here trying to get you another movie that's gonna pay you some money because you got bills to pay. You got a whole child. Just a mess. I don't know. Y'all was dog walking that man because he said he ain't want the mother of his child out here showing ass cheeks and dancing up on Usher with his herpes, allegedly. And why was y'all mad? He might have been trying to save her from getting the herpes. Kiki, you just doing too much at this point. You're getting too much news for all of the wrong reasons. You should be in the news for whatever acting role you have, for whatever movie you got coming out. You should be doing press tours about that, not goddamn press tours about silly shit. Child, I just can't. I give her all to y'all. I don't have this type of time. I give her all to y'all. Y'all let me know when it really be hits the live button so I can go ahead. Oh, I gotta do the transition. Hold on, y'all. See, I forgot. I'm gonna send y'all over there. Hold on 1 second. Let me set this up so I can send y'all over there to really be. Y'all put some shondos in the chat. We about to get up out of here in just a second. Send y'all over there to really be in just a second. I mean, do y'all really, let me ask y'all, do y'all really think Kiki is this important to command this much attention from us? Girl, it's just not that serious. It's just really not that serial. You hear me? It's just not that serial. It's just really not that serial. But that's y'all girl. Child, they were listen. Medusa and Darren was in here windmilling for Kiki because I said Janelle Monáe is a more accomplished actress to me, is more closer to being A-list than Kiki Palmer. Where's the argument? Janelle Monáe is much closer to being considered an A-list actress than Kiki Palmer. That's just the reality. Is it fair? May not be, but that's the reality of the situation. I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. Anyway, Kiki, go. Listen, you better go find you a man, cause you over here giving up men for Usher with the hurt. Mind you, I don't, unless you finna get with Usher, was it worth you losing your boyfriend all cause you wanted to pussy pop on Usher's hurt out peen? I mean, Harold, she might be going over there to Ursh. She might be, her and Ursh might be in a new relationship. Mind you, Usher got 3, 4 kids of his own and an ex-wife and all of that of his own he got to pay for. Girl, boom. And then there's the herps. I'm just saying. She might not need him. Y'all might be very right. She probably don't need him, but she don't need all of this other publicity. Girl, Kiki, I need you to go get your next acting gig, and I need you to go get that blockbuster film so you can be start to get into the A-list actress role. You done been in the industry for almost 20 years now, and so you should be a lot closer to being A-list than you actually are. Now, is that all her fault? No, because we know Hollywood ain't shit and Hollywood don't respect black actors and actresses. So let's be clear. But while you over here got all this going on, I don't know. It's just too much. I think it's just, I get it was cute to some people that, oh, she got a song with Usher called Boyfriend where it's all about what I went through. It's cute, But girl, you need to be focused on other things. I'm just saying, bad timing to me. It's just bad timing. If she wanted to do it, maybe, put some distance in between it would have been cute. I would have laughed. I would have been like, oh, girl, that's cute. But it's just too soon. I think that's my biggest problem. It's too soon. So, and Usher ain't worth it. Let's just to be clear. For all of that, y'all saying this man ain't shit. He's trash. Obviously, she loved that trash. She wanted to be with him. And I think she really conflated and conformed and coalesced to societal pressure because I think he was that way the whole time they were together. And when people got wind of it, they didn't like the arrangement or the parameters of their relate. That was their relationship. If that's the parameters of your relationship, where me as a husband or a spouse or a baby daddy say, listen, I don't like my girlfriend out there like that. That's the parameters of their relationship. And it worked for them. And I think she coalesced to that, right, wrong, or in between. And now you let her peen break up your family. He broke up the family. I'm just saying. Anyway, is Really Be live? Did she go live yet? What is she doing? You, you. Let me check. Because I'm waiting to send y'all over there. And I ain't seen that she live yet. I was supposed to cover the story about what's going on over at Howard University, where it was like 50 or 60 people attacked some Howard University students near their campus. Well, I think I couldn't figure out if it was on campus or it was just adjacent to campus. And they were looking for the security guard to help out. The security guard looked at them and was like, I ain't got nothing for you. That's too many people. And one Howard University student ended up getting stabbed. Child, it's a mess over there. You got, kids getting stabbed with, campus unrest and stuff like that. You got Felicia Rashad. I'm sorry. Is she still Felicia Rashad or she went back to Felicia Ayers Allen? Anyway, Felicia Ayers Allen, Felicia Rashad, whatever her name is, she say she's stepping down. I'm in the hills watching your channel. You in the hills? All right, lovely 31 blueprint. Yeah, she say she's stepping down, baby. I done did what I needed to do, girl. I'm gone. Girl, I don't know. What I do know is y'all need to get it together down there, Howard. It seems like y'all remember Howard also had the situation where students were striking or not striking, but protesting because of the dorms over there last year and everything. I mean, it's a lot going on over there, Howard. Get y'all lives in order. Where's Really Be? I'm ready, really. Where's Really somebody? Let me see. Is this woman live? See, is this, oh, I can still send y'all over there. I forgot. I can still send y'all over there, and because her live is already set up. So I'm about to send y'all over to Really Be. Listen, as I always say, she's still Rashad. Okay, thank you. I don't think she's been alias. I know she was Ayers Allen before she like the first season of the Cosby Show because that was before she married Ahmad Rashad. So I know at least the first season or two before she married Ahmad Rashad, she was Felicia Ayers Allen. Anyway, because her mom is Ayers Allen, and Debbie Allen just goes by Debbie Allen. She doesn't say Debbie Ayers Allen, but the mom is Ayers Allen. Anyway, she did keep that man name. She did keep Amar Rashad last name. Um, that's all I got for y'all today. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I may or may not be here for Silly Saturday this weekend. It's looking like I may not be. I might be partying with Tanya down at this convention that we got going on this weekend. So I might be over there with Tanya in Tampa. We might be partying it up at a convention we got down there. So but I'll let y'all know ahead of time whether or not I'm gonna be there or not. Anyway, thank y'all for being here 3 days in a row. Aren't y'all proud of me? Um, as I stated earlier, if you want to contribute to the channel, the ways to do that are here. If you want to give me any stories or things that you want me to bring to the channel, as you can certainly reach out to me, and we will take care of that. We are going over to Really Be. Y'all don't have to go nowhere. When I press the end button, it's going to either give you a prompt and says click this, and it'll take you straight to Really Be, or it'll just take you there. I think I was told if you're on your TV, it automatically takes you over there. So we're all about to go over there and be redirected over to Really Be. That's all I got for y'all until tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out. All right. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.